GemsX. Um, we are back tonight for our late night live stream. I do want to say welcome. Do want to ask that you do hit a like, subscribe, and comment down below. We were online earlier. I did go out to dinner with family, so I'm back. I thought I would do another live stream late tonight. I'm just trying to be a little quiet. Some people are in here are in the house. Are my mom is now getting rest for work tomorrow, so I do not want to be too loud. Um, I do want to say I did do a video talking about prep for triathlon. Therefore, um, I'm going to paste the link right in here if you want to go check that out. So please do go check that out. It just talks about the basic stuff you have to buy to start in triathlon. So please, like I said, welcome. As always, you are my gems in here. So we can continue talking how we were earlier. Fondue, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Let's see how we can do tonight. Maybe we'll do about an hour, hour and a half. We did an hour live stream earlier. So hopefully we can get some more people in here. Feel free to jump into the stream and chat with us. Hit a like, subscribe. Consider dropping a super. Remember, all super thanks, super stickers, super chats do donate 30% to charity of what I get. 15% is going to, we decided the Epilepsy Foundation, along with 15% going to Animal Humane New Mexico. We can, have our usual conversation. I've been focusing a lot on triathlon and on the GemsX lately, so we've been having fun. Let's see who else is in here. Barbie Savage, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Most definitely, I had some barbecue ribs. I had a half rack of barbecue ribs, and barbecue ribs are always good. I'm just trying to keep the weight down again. Barbie, I am doing good. Last night, I was just feeling. Last night, I don't know if you were here. I just started feeling sick, and it was best for me to go to bed. And I did rest all night, slept very well. So, yes, for those of you that were here last night, I was just feeling very, very sick. I am doing good. Thank you. Happy holidays to everyone. Hey, Yadira, I'm back. Thomas says happy holidays too. So, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I love barbecue ribs. I wish I could have made some myself. I'm pretty good at making them. Yeah, those were some holiday cards I made. I made about a dozen, and we had a good time. It was hard to get Thomas into do a pick. I would never think it would be that impossible to get Thomas to do one. You like my collection of hats, and that rack is still not full. I still have plenty to put in there. I just got to get the rest of my hats here. Welcome, Blue Waves. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like, subscribe if you are new here. We are, just trying to grow the channel. The channel right now, we're currently at 2,645 subs. By the end of 26, I would like to have 5,100. That is our goal. So hopefully we can keep growing. Any supers, 30% do go to charity. And I'm always upfront on showing receipts on what does go to charity, if you want to see it. Any little amount does help. Like I said, 15% does go to Animal Humane New Mexico, where Thomas was adopted from, and 15% will go to the Epilepsy Foundation. Many of you saw me sick, feeling ill yesterday, and I had to shut the stream down I as I was feeling it. Many of you, I don't know how many of you may or may not have, I have epilepsy, and I know what it's like when things are going to happen, so it was best to get off the air. When I'm feeling sick like that, I do sense it, and it's weird because a lot of it's everybody asks me if it's like strobe lights or anything like that, and it's not, because I used to work on an ambulance, and you would think strobes would always set me off, but no. Now, when I am feeling ill, there is something about even just talking on my cell phone. So I don't know what it is. So that's why I had to get off the air last night. You guys saw me get up. I went to get something to drink. After getting something to drink and sitting down, I still had to jump off the air. So thank you for joining me here. Let's try to make it to 10 likes right now. Sleepy Raccoon, welcome to the stream. Yes, it is good to see everyone. I know. I am going to start taking Thomas to run with me, especially now that I'm going to be doing the triathlon training. I will be filming videos when I do train, because I do want to do a series on training for triathlon. I did do something basic about buying some basic triathlon gear. I did a video tonight. The link is posted right here. I know I posted it earlier. I think it's a good thing to see. If you ever are interested in starting, please do go check it out. Muffin dinner was very good. Had some barbecue ribs. And yes, welcome back. We did pretty good on our last one, just for being a short stream. We did hit about, I think, close to 100. We did 130 views, which wasn't bad. Oh, Kathy, that's fine. I've been absent myself for a while. Chica, as you can see right now, I haven't done myself up. I think I did do an interview with another friend of mine who did an excellent interview because we found some content about the trans community, in which, thank you, Fondue. Oh, it just has to do with something Pam Bondi put out, and being an influencer can be bad, basically. Just say Timothy McVeigh bad. Yes, that. And what we tried to do is Jenny and I went on a very long search, hoping it was some kind of AI stuff, and nope, we found it on every government website there is. Well, Fondue, that's yeah, that was hard for them. I am going to try to do an interview with my friend Jenny and my friend wife, so we can, get firsthand knowledge of it. Let me check. I think I just got a text message. Yes, 100%. We very interesting times. It is very, very interesting what's going on in our nation right now. And not just us, but I think many persons' rights are being stripped away. But we got to be careful what we say. Tonight, I'll probably keep it to a 2-hour live stream again, or at least a 2-hour, or see what I can. I'm trying to be a little quiet, not to keep the others up. They have already agreed to one, Fondue. They want the nation to see what happened to them. Now, the only person that wouldn't be able to be in that interview would be the person that the Homeland Security came looking for. And that's one of the, after he was released, they told him he couldn't do anything online. And being one of the big things that would really help would be that we, do the live, and we do it, live with Jenny and Anna on there, and it go through both channels, because Jenny's got a very big audience. Oh, Kathy, we're talking about an interview I did with a friend of mine on a Life Take 2. Maybe I can see if I can get you that link. And we spoke about a lot of what we were talking about. In fact, I have the link right here. Let me do this. Right here, Kathy. Here's the link. You may want to check this out some other time. It is an interview done with my friend Jenny at Life Take 2. She's a big, she has a very good channel, talks about being an ex-Mormon trad wife, Christian nationalist, ex-Christian nationalist, MAGA supporter, and prepper. I mean, she used to be. Now she no longer is. So she did an interview about the Pam Bondi memo and how it would affect many of us. And she did it with me. So. Sorry, I keep thinking I'm getting text messages. So that's maybe where you're not understanding, but it is a good interview to go watch. It already has. There's a person that has 131,000 subscribers. I don't know how many views it has. I see 506. It has 6,000 views. So it's reaching out there. So Jenny over at Life Take Two is a fantastic YouTuber. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay. Sounds good, Kathy. Um, Hope the business gets to a good start. Got it. Okay. Sounds cool to me. I'm just trying to keep it chill tonight. Things yesterday, uh, like I said, I was feeling ill. I just woke up better today. I wanted to work on GemsX today and didn't get a chance to. Um, I will probably do some GemsX work tomorrow. I will film it. Just well, hopefully getting some surface rest off. Um, but I'll see. Um, uh, how well I can do that because I want to make sure everything else in the garage is protected. Also, there may be some updates to other things I have done um, that I might do in the future, like the off-road lighting. I found some different brackets that were in the package, and I think it might work better because they'll won't have them up as high. I'll just have them just like maybe an inch lower. I think that might work. We'll have to see. Um, got the snorkel coming. The snorkel should be here around uh, January 5th. So maybe the next weekend after that, we will be installing it, which would be the 10th, probably January 10th. We'll be installing that unless it comes sooner. Um, Overall, it's been a great holiday week. I did have 4.5 days off. No need to worry, Kathy. I've been absent a lot myself. I haven't streamed in a while. I think about 2 days ago was my first stream in a long time. I've gotten some new stuff though, like when I do film with the while doing GemsX, I got my clip-on mic, and then it's got a little box that hooks up to the phone where it'll give a better signal and better sound. Actually, Muffin, New Year's will probably be low key here. Uh, you know, actually, one thing about California is that people can't buy fireworks to shoot them off. So it'll be very low key. Welcome, Joe. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're back. Saw you earlier here. We had a big boom of people earlier. Maybe we'll get another one. We hit 21 views at one point. So everyone, please consider dropping that super sticker, thanks, or chat. Someone we did get one super chat earlier, which was fantastic. It does help our total for the month, so we can obviously donate. The rest will be going towards all of our other projects. One, it will help pay for internet, the electric bill, and any of the other projects that we do here. Um, once GemsX is up and running really good, we're still having a little bit of a problem. We will. Um, hello, Skylar. Welcome to the stream. We will go out and stream from locations in San Diego. Maybe Mission Beach will be our first one, or even from Mission Bay the day of the triathlon. My mom had a tablet sitting around where I could take to wherever I go and now use it as a secondary device to be watching your guys' comments while I film from my phone. There's also an iPad, but I can't figure out how to get into it. It was my father's, and nobody knows the password into it since he passed. So that's if any of you know how to do that, if you can put it in the comments down below. Everything I'm having to find is having to go to Apple with a death certificate and a court order, and that is very. I don't want to have to pay that much to for a new pad. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm finding out. Skylar, from what I'm getting, not really. It's all about taking a court order and a death certificate to Apple, and they will do it for you, do a system restore for you, but or unless you have the computer, the laptop that it was synced to, and be able to do the system restore, but nothing else. So I've YouTubed it, I've Googled it, and everything's the same thing. It's pretty, like Kathy says, it's a paperweight. Yeah. My mom says it's a $1,400 iPad that he left. Exactly, Kathy. You're right. That's why they say that you have to take that certificate and a court order. So I'm not going to spend money on getting a court order to access an iPad. It'll probably be as much as buying a new one. But this little tablet is working just fine. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my new triathlon video, that turned out good. Just the basics of what people can purchase as gear. So as to where to start, if you are doing like one or maybe two, as to not spend a ton of money on it. Other than, jumping right to the point where you're buying and the next one will probably be on bikes. I am in the process of trying to buy a bike, and we'll see where that goes. I'm going to make an offer on one tomorrow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Consider dropping a super thanks, super sticker. Only helps charity when it does help charities. 30% of what we get goes to charity. how was everybody's holidays? I hope everybody had a great holiday so far. Uh, you know, I want everyone to have a safe New Year. Uh, that's very important. That's a big thing on New Year's is to stay safe. So, because people celebrate it by going out and having a drink or more, depending on the size of the drink, too. That used to be a big thing when I worked in ER. They'd say, "Oh, yeah, I just had one drink," but then it could have been a 60-ounce bottle of beer that, equals 5 12-ounce cans. So, that makes a big difference. So, make sure not to drink and drive. Um, our numbers are. Hold on, you guys. Mm, okay, I was just checking, see if there was any text messages that were important. No important text messages in there. So as always, we can discuss any topic. Let's just keep it neutral. We try to stay out of major political talk, nothing that'll really cause conflict in here, or religious topics. We try to stay out of it. I am an atheist. For those of you that are new to the channel, um, I have followed two major churches throughout my life. First, growing up Catholic. Second, being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So we try to steer away from that topic. But that topic, I do go on a XMO channel on Tuesdays at Latter Daily Digest. I was on it this last Tuesday, try to attach the stream to our channel. For some reason, it wasn't. I think I have to reopen up StreamYard so then it'll attach to our channel here, and you guys can watch it also. We were having a great last week. Lately, we start with one topic and we go and branch off onto another thing. It's kind of funny. We were trying to talk Christmas carols, and one guy just kept making up the weirdest titles for Christmas carols. So, but still, we have a good time. We laugh a lot, and it's always enjoyable. I find that the XMO space has been better than the actual time within the the church. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Awkward silence time, it looks like it. Whenever you guys see me look upward, I'm looking at the stats on my top screen. Actually, Sleepy Raccoon, it keeps coming back on. I am getting annoyed. So if I turn it off, so timing chain was replaced. It was running good. I drove it home. Then like a couple of days later, it stalled on me again. Check engine light came on. So it's been doing it. I called the mechanic and just a few weeks ago, and then he was going to be off work all this week, all the way through January 5th. So I probably won't be able to drop it off till probably January 12th because I go in late on Mondays, so that's when I'll be able to drop it off. So on January 12th, because January 5th, I'm not doing the late shift as usual. So the timing chain did need replacing, but I still think he told me that the original thing was that the sensor should be an OEM sensor. So it's going to cost me more to buy an OEM one now, and whatever it's going to cost to change it. So um, here we go again, which is frustrating because I can't get it to pass emissions until the light is off. The light goes, is off, everything gets back in a reset, then um, we can, then it can pass emissions. And it has to be off for at least, I think one has to drive, yeah, it's about $100 for an OEM one. I paid like $20 for the one I have in there. Yes, it is tactical green. It's going to be. Um, right now, I'm just going to, hopefully tomorrow, I'll be sanding off some surface rust that's on the roof and in the front of the cab, and um, be putting some filler in, painting it with some primer and the white color it is, and do some clear coat over it just to so it doesn't rust through. I've done some research on videos on how to do it. It may not come out perfect, but I just want to get that rust off of there. But yes, tactical green. I do want to get some solid front bumpers and the rear bumper, and I want them to get painted like in a tactical tan. So it'll have like a pretty good paint scheme. I do want to change the interior color. Right now is gray, so maybe I'll change it to a tan color. And slowly but surely, GemsX is probably going to be a new vehicle from the ground up. Brakes still need to be done. Need to talk to my friend so we can do those. Yeah, and it's like, I think it was my mother that asked me, do you think it's really worth putting all that money into it? I'm like, yes. It's like that whole restoration, resto mod thing is awesome. Victoria, lots of reasons. Right now, there's a big shakeup in the community. Um, or Victor, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna post a link here, Victor. I would suggest you watch this video. It is an interview by a friend of mine interviewing me about a memo that came out from the Attorney General of the United States. I don't want to get too deep into this, but basically, influencers of our community will be considered the same thing you could say like Timothy McVeigh was. Plain and simple. I hardly even want to use that word or the words that they're using. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. We can do, talk about any of the 5Ts here if you don't know what they are. Yep, Victor. And starting in that interview is where I first started doing my one of my first interviews presenting like this. I had done other videos working on GemsX, presenting as this self, which is difficult. And, you know, I just have to make the right choices though right now, although the medical part is still going on. It's and we pose some pretty good questions to the communities bringing this in to us. What if they had to live? What if one of us was in the White House and decided to say, hey, you have to live like us? It's not just for me, it's for everyone in the community. So right now, I'm honestly going to say there's two niches that have taken off on my channel in the past few weeks. The big niche that has taken off are the resto mod of the GemsX and my new triathlon journey of doing the Triple Crown triathlon in San Diego. That's taken off. So for a while, we may be just focusing on those couple of things. We basically don't want the target on us. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Hey, Former, what's up? How's it going? Been a while. Please do hit that like button. They changed something here on YouTube. I can't, doesn't show me how many likes I have. Right here. It's kind of strange. Oh, thank you. It was a gift from my sister. Okay, we are at 12 likes. So our next goal is always 51 likes. Um, I have two monitors, Muffin. I have one directly in front of me, so my phone is right here where you're seeing me from. Right behind it is one monitor. I've got a second one up top. I decided to do it that way because my desk here is not wide enough for side by sides. So if you see me looking upward, is I'm looking at the other monitor. So I'm down here. I have analytics that are giving me kind of how many people have watched the channel at one time. The top monitor, I can see how many likes I've gotten. I'm watching it in real life, like how you're watching it. But I have it on mute so we don't get feedback. Another thing I've found is that you can, there's a, we can, I can increase the views um, on videos by paying a certain amount. So I paid 20 bucks yesterday and it's increased view count on one video um, about installing ditch lights on GemsX. So last night I got 1,400 views. And the day before I got 300. So no, it got 1,100 last night, 300 the night before. So I'm interested to see what it'll get tonight, which is kind of strange because it's always doing the views at like midnight. So I think I paid that amount at that time, and therefore it's pushing that video at that time of night. So I'm sorry, Nick. Remember, um, I've watched Star Trek, but Star Wars is just better. Uh, in Star Trek, they move out of the asteroid field while Han Solo guns through the asteroid field. You know, plain and simple. The only thing I have to say about Kirk, he was the ladies' man, but you know what? Han Solo was too, and Han Solo had guts. If if you go back on May the 4th, 2024, um, check it out. And I'll give you my reason. It gives you the reasons why and when. I give you the order how I like the Star Wars movies. Um, and I give you rationale. I don't just say, oh, it's this one, this one, this one, this one. And I can show you how the original trilogy has a lot to where Solo was the actual character, savior in that one. Battlestar Galactica was not. I remember when it came out, they brought it into the TV series to challenge Star Wars, and no, I saw Star Wars in '77. Battlestar Galactica is not it. it. And if you really want me to tell you the background of Battlestar Galactica, they're searching Battlestar Galactica, they're searching for Earth, but they also say they're from a planet Kobol. The producer was Mormon, and so a lot of what he did was basic on scripture, um, because the planet they were from was Kobol, and the Mormon Church believes in a planet called Kolob. So that's just switching two letters. That's kind of a strange comparison there. Yes, we're at 12 likes right now, everyone. So please do hit a like, subscribe, consider dropping a super. Anything helps. 30% does go to charity, 15% to Animal Humane New Mexico, 15% goes to um, Epilepsy Foundation. We've kind of changed foundation because I hadn't found a good LGBTQIA plus one here in California yet, but I'm thinking right now we should give it to Epilepsy Foundation. What we're going to do is keep this stream going for about another 45 minutes. We're going to make it an hour and a half stream. Um, Not unless we, uh, get a barrage of people in here. I know my stream's probably not hitting a lot because of um, not streaming so much lately. What's this? Trying to find things here now. You can now do highlight videos of your streams. Wow. Make a highlight reel. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. Feel free to jump into the stream and chat. Seems we're all kind of quiet tonight. I am just checking stats on another video I just did. It's a quiet night tonight. You guys, maybe I should say quiet because usually at my line of work, if I say the word quiet, then hundreds of patients tend to drop in. Um, so um, I don't know if it's the same way here. Um, any topic you guys want to bring up would be fantastic. Um, Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. If you're just joining us, I am Jules. All of you are my gems. Um, jump into the stream, hit a like, subscribe. We're just having a chill night tonight. Of course, more eggs. I am a Star Wars fan. Who isn't? Excuse me. Um, I thought the Andor series was good. I liked Rogue One, and I think Ahsoka and Obi-Wan have been pretty decent out of the new stuff. I even liked the Solo: A Star Wars Story. I thought that was pretty decent. Actually, I thought it was pretty. It's in my top. I think in my top five. I'm many people. Um, many people don't like. Didn't take Star Wars the Solo one seriously, but Solo in that movie was being developed. So they're showing him of being just someone on the street that didn't even have a last name, that he knew, didn't even know his last name. So he how everything came about. So that's one thing I liked about it. Solo's always been my favorite character. So, but yet you see how it develops from being just a street rat to becoming this scoundrel that he is slowly. I mean, it could have used a couple more uh, movies and really developed the Han Solo character that we knew in the original trilogy. And yeah, Andor's fantastic. I will. Let's see, you guys. I do have to check one thing. Let's check the stream settings, see what we're under. Yeah, that's one thing I figured. We're listed under sports because I've been doing a lot of sports. There we go. We just changed category. That's a pretty good one there. Marketing. Yeah, dear, you hit that one so quick. I didn't see what they said. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, please do leave a like and subscribe. Welcome, Emily. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that made a difference. We were listed under sports. So now I put it under people and blogs. I bet you it's going to change the trajectory of the channel. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Someone's really liking the channel, throwing so many hearts on here. Hey, Deja, welcome. How are you today? Glad to see you here. Everyone, welcome Deja. She has been a member of the channel now for 5 months, as you can see. We all thank Deja very much. Big contributor to the channel. Deja is also a veteran, so we thank Deja for serving our nation. Yep, that's what it's been here, Deja. Prepping for triathlon this year. The official sign-up paper is there. We've had a quiet night tonight in here. That actually sounds pretty good. Some lobster actually sounds excellent. Thank you, Deja. Yeah, I've been doing lots on GemsX. I just started some triathlon stuff. Prepping for the new year. All three sound good. Oh, that's okay. I lived in Cape Coral, Florida for a while. So I used to be, what, 2 hours north. I know that seafood is popular down there. Especially for the snowbirds. Unfortunately, my Chargers lost tonight. They gave the division basically to the Broncos, or the AFC division winners. Um, well, that's cool. Yeah, Emily, I don't think I could go back to Florida. I mean, at least to visit my daughter, but I don't think I could go back to live. And I think she's might end up moving out this way. You know, hurricanes, you get used to them, and you know you can prep um, before them. I've been through Irma and Ian. Charlie, Francis, Ivan, Irma, Ian, and Wilma. Irma was a cat 4. Ian ended up being a 5. A year later, they considered it a cat 5. And I was right at the eye wall, where the winds are the strongest. I've actually got a pretty good selfie walking in the middle of Ian. So you're a bit of a storm chaser. I turned 55. That's not a Return of the Jedi poster. That's an actual Star Wars poster. Now, this is a replica of the original 77 poster. Um, I may still have an original one somewhere put away from a movie theater, to the point where it was the original style, because there were two. They had to correct the original one because there was a misprint on the first one, where someone's like eyelash or some hair fell on there. Um, and it's actually on the negative, and you can see the hair on all the prints. And I actually have one of that one. Um, that's Star Wars, when it was just Star Wars. It didn't say A New Hope or anything. It was just Star Wars, 1977. But like I said, I have an original one. It's all folded up, and you can see where the fold marks are. And I mean, it would probably get a 1977. It would probably have, it has all the fold marks, and it's like really delicate to unfold. Um, Return of the Jedi came out, I believe, 83. I have an Empire Strikes Back comic. which all of us know that that's the best movie in the series of any Star Wars movie. Oh yeah, and Empire is the best out of the whole saga. Number two, I have to give it to Rogue One. Yes, Rogue One, just to watch a group of people sacrifice themselves for their own cause. That is amazing. They send their message and then just watch and let the planet that they were on be disintegrated. They did it at their own risk and gave their lives for it. I I live in San Diego. Where is the best Comic Con there is? Thank you, Yadira. As always, you do a fantastic job moderating. We actually have a Comic Con museum nowadays. If I were to cosplay for Comic Con, I would love Captain Phasma armor. Well, Emily, now you have a reason to visit San Diego. Come and you have a reason to come visit your cousin in San Diego. Hello, Chucks. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are one of my gems when you join me here in Area 5T1. Where we do speak the 5Ts. We talk about transition, we talk about triathlon, we talk trends, teaching, and trucks. And transition can be what a great many things. We are transitioning Xterra from a $1,500 Xterra that I bought doing a resto mod to making it a great overlander. We talk about triathlon, and there is two transitions in triathlon. And of course, we talk about the other type of transition that many of us here are going through. But we are okay. Yeah, I actually have a couple of cousins in the movie business. They go under the Polish Brothers. If you do watch The Astronaut Farmer with Billy Bob Thornton, they produced that movie, and one of them comes out in it. They're one of the FBI agents. His daughter comes out in it, and his wife. you guys check out my other new light here? I should have it on since it's on my GemsX. That's the check engine light. So this is a check engine light. We also still have our old lights here. We do have our Area 51 sign along with the alien and flying saucer light. I do want to kind of try. I do need to work on the room a little bit to get a little more this in, but I do want to focus on our GemsX sign. What's pretty cool about this, it has many effects. Like right now it's standing still in like a white color. I'm gonna try to find a different color where it stands out more on the screen. Checking analytics on our newest triathlon video. It was a short 8-minute video and it seems to be getting pretty good views. It's keeping up with other videos. So stats have been looking great on the channel lately. Tomorrow we'll see how many. See, the ditch lights video has close to 1,500 now. Okay, Sleepy Raccoon, you have a good night too. I'm probably gonna go maybe another 20-30 minutes myself, and then probably go to sleep. Maybe do some GemsX content tomorrow. Might go buy a bike tomorrow for triathlon. Welcome everyone and welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Sleepy must have been sleepy. Yes, please do check out our Printify store. We have plenty of Jules merchandise, from t-shirts to actually coffee to tote bags, many different things. There will be some redesigns. I will keep the designs that have been there before under the Jules Treasures brand. Had some great, I have a great moderator. She's still listed as a moderator and she did a lot of design work on those. And she deserves to, for that, all that to still be there because she did lots of work on designing the content, designing the merch, and I do want to keep it there because she has been fantastic and instrumental in growing the channel. MMA, welcome to the stream. Yes, happy Saturday. This is our second stream today. We're probably going to go about 30 more minutes. Let's see. some of the, here I'm like, if you guys are watching me at the same time, I'm doing a little addition to uh, basically to our stream description, adding some let's see, some links into there. And stuff to so welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. I know I'm being kind of quiet, but I do have family that is sleeping right now, and I don't want to bother them because they do work tomorrow. I have my 4.5 day off. I was supposed to have Christmas Eve off, but I did go in for 4 hours, which gave me double time. We have been talking a lot of triathlon lately, a lot of GemsX. Welcome everyone, welcome to the stream. Feel free to jump in, put your 2 cents worth. We welcome everyone as long as we can keep a peaceful conversation going. Okay, I have just finished making the description for this video. So after the video, you can go check out a couple of other videos on my channel. Um, one that obviously my friend uh, Jenny has uh, interviewed me on, and my latest video on triathlon has been posted in the description, and my usual hashtags, and also uh, the link to our merch store. I will stream again tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, or maybe even early in the morning. Maybe do 2 streams tomorrow. Also, I know earlier we started a stream, and um, we went about half hour before I left out to dinner, which I did have very good dinner. We just basically went to Chili's, I had some ribs, and it sounded good. Even though we're cooking ribs on New Year's Eve, but overall, had a good time, hung out with mom. Um, and New Year's Eve will probably be quiet here. Uh, I know last year we did a long New Year's Eve. Uh, I think we did a 6 hour New Year's Eve stream, uh, where because we knew we had people in like London, so we did like a countdown at every hour. I think that was fun. I don't, I don't know if we'll be able to do that. If so, maybe we'll do that again. I will keep you guys updated. I can always put posts on the channel. And like I said, I will be doing streams throughout the week. And try to get more streams up like we used to, even if they're shorter, but um, we can get more people on here. Um, we're almost in an hour and a half. I think that's what I'm going to keep it at tonight. I know we did half hour earlier, and we're in coming up on an hour and a half. I do want to thank everybody that did join me tonight on both live streams. I've seen many people here that did come to both live streams, and I greatly appreciate everyone that has come on both. Um, I Yes, Deja, thank you very much. Love to you too. You are fantastic. We always love having you here. Um, it's it has been a good holiday season. Actually, this holiday season was very different for me in that I actually was with family. Most of the time, it was just a long time. It was myself, and then my daughter would come over for a little bit, and that was it. Last year, I was actually by myself. So now this year has, well, I don't want to say I was by myself because many of you were on my streams those days. Now I was actually here physically with family, and you guys are family to me, as I've always said. Um, so it's always great to do live streams when you feel like you're going to be with family, and I'm here with you guys. That's always awesome. Um, I do want to say thank you for always being here for me. You guys have been fantastic and have always been awesome to have on a live stream. Um, you know, even it's just inspiring to me. I hope, even with all the difficulty that's going on in our nation nowadays, we'll make it through. we can help each other through it. I do want to say thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being in. Oh, I see what that was. Yes, Muffin, I'm glad to start streaming again. I always miss you guys when I don't. It just helps all of us. I think we help each other out, give strength to each other. Like I said, these are trying times for all of us within the community, and we'll get through this. So I hope to see you again tomorrow. I will stream tomorrow. Just, uh, if I do in the morning, I'm probably gonna watch my friend Joe's sermon in the morning on the Church of Korhor or Hellfire Agency. You guys can check that out. He does great stuff, atheist and agnostic sermons. Um, and Thank you for being here. Once again, please do hit a like, subscribe, comment down below. Consider dropping that super sticker, super thanks, super chat. Remember, we always donate to Animal Humane New Mexico, and it's going to be Epilepsy Foundation of San Diego now, the other 15%. Have a great night. Get some sleep, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you once again. Bye.